So Diddy no longer wants to become a DV counselor. He now is moving careers and wants to become a lawyer. He is eyeing up law schools. This is a new public move for this man, whether we believe it or not. Sean has found himself recent time fascinating with trials. Can now be revealed through exclusive sources that he is he is caught the legal bug, after narrowly escaping the most serious charges in his latest high-profile case, and he wants to follow the footsteps of Kim Kardashian. He thinks he's got a legal mind. He's convinced that his strategy is what helped dismantle the case, and now this man is aiming to become a lawyer. He wants to go to law school immediately. He wants the degree, the title, and the power that comes with it. Diddy doesn't want to just beat the system. He wants to actually own the system. So I don't think this helps with him from his PR perspective, but one minute this man wants to become a DV counselor, the next minute this man wants to become a lawyer. I mean, he can't keep his story straight, neither can he keep his sexuality straight either, considering that the majority of these civil lawsuits are from men. But this is just an example that this man has no idea what he's doing, nor does his lawyers. One minute they're giving interviews to CNN, one minute they've contacted the Trump admin, the next minute they haven't contacted the Trump admin, the next minute they're promising Trump that if they become Trump supporters, if Diddy supports Trump, then if he gets pardoned, he will become a Trump supporter. They keep changing all of their stories back and forth. The PR team, the lawyers, they're basically all in shambles. They're basically sitting in a room with basically the light off. They don't know what to do or how to maneuver in this moment of time. All they can do is prep for the sentencing, and this is how they're trying to do it. One minute you're a DV counselor, why are you listening to the radio in your car so that the whole block can hear you? I don't understand. If you don't, pull up your windows. Anyways, as I was saying, I just feel like his lawyers are all basically in the dark. They don't know what he wants to do. One minute he's a DV counselor, the next minute now he wants to go into law school because he wants to become a lawyer. This man is not going to law school when he gets out of jail. He's not going to become a lawyer. He doesn't have the mental intelligence, the IQ to even reach that level. All this man knows how to do is steal from people around him, use them, and then sit there and wants to talk about how he's there for his community when he never really has been, because he's been taking and using and essaying them from day dot. This man also needs to go to therapy and be happy with himself that he is a gay man. He needs to look in the mirror and accept for the fact that he is gay, that this is his sexuality. Half of the reason for why all of this has happened is because he's not comfortable with who he is, because if he was comfortable with his sexuality, then he would not be here. He really wouldn't. Hey guys, it's Monroe. Hope you guys are all doing well today. Daily and consistent content. Subscribe to the channel. It's just one click. That's all you guys have to do, guys. It goes a long way. Subscribe. And let's get straight into this video where Kanye West has released a documentary. A teaser for the documentary shows Kim Kardashian crying, really upset with him, saying that this is not who you were a couple of years ago. He admits in this documentary that he has not been on his medication.
I'm off my meds for 5 months now.
Your personality was not like this a few years ago. We can talk about that later, but
it ain't no but.
The past 6 months, he's not been taking his medication, and now he feels euphoric. Now he feels that the doors have opened and that he's able to unlock new creative levels. Unfortunately, all of that is symptoms of his mental illness, because the real reason for why he's acting like this is because he stopped taking this medication. If you are mentally unwell and if you've been diagnosed with a mental illness such as bipolar, taking medication is obviously advised so that you can prevent yourself from reaching these episodes. This man not taking his medication and nobody basically telling him that he should means that he is completely unleashed. He completely is out of control, and now a lot of his behavior over the past 6-7 months makes sense to me, because the idea that he somehow is going to be better or progress without taking medication for his mental illness is nonsensical to me, because people don't understand that when you have mental illnesses, just because you can't see the illness, just because you're not bleeding out of your a cut or your body or whatever, people just believe that you don't need to take anything. Well, in actual fact, you do. So I do feel sorry for Kanye's kids, to be honest with you, that their father is not taking their medication. He only is going to spiral out and continue to do so until he self-harms himself to the point where he no longer is alive. That is what I feel like. This documentary that is coming out is highlighting all of the times that Kanye has basically had these episodes, what he's trying to do, the new level like he's trying to reach of creativity, which you really can't reach because you're not taking your medication and you should be on your medication. So it's disappointing to see that he is continuing in this way. Now, the coroner who performed Marilyn Monroe's autopsy is revealing shocking details, guys, about her botched examination. The coroner who performed the autopsy on Marilyn Monroe is breaking his 63-year silence to reveal he never actually agreed that the cause of her death was suicide, and was even prohibited from probing into whether the tragic blonde bombshell was even murdered, possibly to silence her from spilling about the politically powerful Kennedy family at the time. His name is Thomas Noguchi. He's currently 98 years old, and he's full of regrets, and he's telling the startling story about what really went down behind the scenes in 1962 at the death of Marilyn at the age of 36. He has given a shocking, unvarnished account, author of a new book which is about to come out, in which he admits that the autopsy was never fully and properly performed, that evidence actually went missing, and that he was not on board with the official and hasty ruling of death by suicide. He also claims that he was not allowed to further investigate how a body that was found surrounded by bottles of powerful sedatives did not actually have, guys, any visual evidence of pills inside the stomach and small intestine. So this is obviously, huge news. At this moment of time, we really can't do anything about it because it is in the past, and the Kennedy family are not as powerful as they were before. But it also goes to show you one industry manipulation, and that there are so many people in terms of boards of doctors, psychiatrists, who literally can just be paid to create fake documents, fake autopsy reports, to expedite storylines, to control a celebrity's life and lock them away or keep their death a hidden secret. I don't know about you, but that in itself is very scary, and therefore makes me conclude that this has been going on for so long. Who would have thought that our qualified doctors and psychiatrists basically can do anything or fake anything for a paycheck? Because you're meant to protect your citizens. Clearly you're not doing so. So this man Thomas Noguchi, coming out at the age of 98, I guess you want to be saying all of this before you pass away. You want to put it in a book when you could have really just put it in a statement, but too little too late. You should have been said something when this happened around the autopsy, not right now, not years to come, decades to come, because I don't know what you think that's going to do here, but it doesn't really do much for anybody. It also makes me wonder Kim Porter's autopsy and, what happened in regards to her, because things can easily be fabricated. We've seen it in multiple lawsuits now where judges, psychiatrists, doctors can literally just be paid to fake these documents. And we trust it as a community because these are the people who have studied, graduated, got the qualifications, and then are lying to our face. And it makes you now want to question everything around you. It makes you want to question certain medication you've been given, certain pills you've been given, certain illnesses you've been diagnosed with, if it's the right illness, if you're at the right hospital, who are these doctors? Like, it can really lead you down a road of paranoia. And this is why ignorance is bliss, because a lot of these doctors that I keep reading about publicly in these cases are failing their people, their community. Like, what did you study for? I don't understand. Are your qualifications even real at this point? At this point, guys, subscribe, comment down below, give this video a thumbs up. It's just one click to subscribe. It goes a long way. I would really appreciate it. Do let me know what your thoughts are, guys, when it comes to this video. I want to know all your thoughts. Send a tip if you guys wish to, and follow me on my Instagram at Murad_Morali, and I'll catch you guys soon for another video.